So when I said I was going to do vlogs and ask people what they wanted to hear about and see and learn from, one of the big things people came back with was an introduction to my gym. So come with me through the kit store, which I'll make a video on another time, into this. This is my gym. Now, when we moved into the house, the one thing we didn't have, I always wanted, was an outbuilding to convert into a kit store, because I've got a lot of kit, a workshop, an office, and somewhere to train. So I took the money that I saved up from 10 years in the forces, and I built this. And this half is the training centre, the gym. So it is dominated by this massive custom-made rig, which you'll notice we made and designed, especially to sort of follow the contours of building. Because the sort of stuff I do, the climbing, the caving, all the rope work stuff, use a certain amount of kind of upper body mobility and strength. And the fact I just like to swing around stuff, so I'll come in here, even just part of a warm-up, and have a bit of a swing around. So it's got the bars for climbing back and forth on. It's got various sort of pull-up stations on it, and stuff. Got some handles here for neutral grip pull-ups. Wide, and then move to do, more narrow angle stuff. And then I've got a couple of sets of gym rings. I've got 2 sets just to make my life easier, because it saves me continually climbing up to drop them and bring them up and drop them and bring them up. So the high set are set for my height, so that I can do the normal kind of gymnastic stuff on. And then I've got another set back here for doing push stuff. So I'll often use these along with the box to raise my legs and do things like flies and archer push-ups on the gym rings. And then the final part of the kind of climbing frame is my climbing rope, which is a very functional way of just working all those pulling muscles up and down the rope under control. And the other major asset the frame has is the vertical uprights. And there's 2 of these, which gives me 2 stations, which is quite handy. Either A, if I'm doing supersets, like squats and say bench press, it saves reconfigure everything. But also sometimes we're training here with Becks, so if we're training together, we're probably not going to be using the same weights, but we can set up both stations for ourselves, for our own weights, and just train back and forth like that. Now both stations have these little J-bars for obviously holding the bar up, which are removable. You can put at different heights. We're on number 18. And they both also have these safety bars. Now the ones for this setup are just down on the floor, they're not rigged at the moment, because normally this isn't rigged like this. Normally I'll tidy away all my bars, all the safety bars, all the benches and that to one side whenever I'm finished in the gym. But it's also laid out today just to make this video a little bit easier to do. And the reason to have these safety bars, for those who aren't familiar with them, is because I do most of my training on my own. So if I'm pushing some big weights to failure, I don't want to be crushed by the bar, so I'm up here and I get a point. That catches the bar for me rather than smashing my chest. Same on the squats, it just saves you falling on the bar and potentially injuring your back. Now, I should mention that I've got a safety squat bar, and how this works is it pops up here and it just makes squatting a bit easier and more controllable. Now a lot of people will say, you shouldn't have a bar like that, you should be using the straight bar. The bottom line is, I've got a lot of permanent injuries. So a couple of smashed up kneecaps, I've got bolts in this leg, I broke my back years ago and it's left a lot of damage, the discs and the vertebrae, 2 permanent tears in my shoulders, all that sort of stuff. So my biomechanics and my mobility is certain constraints upon it. So I train the best way I can for what I've got. And this will be a lot better for me and my body than trying to force myself to use the straight bar. It's one thing I'll come back again and again in these videos is I don't train in the gym to be good at training in the gym. Okay, I'm not interested in pushing massive weights to look good on Instagram. The reason I train in the gym is for out there in the real world. So the things I do, be it the filming work or the exploratory projects, can be pretty intense physically, and often in cases, you know, how fit I am in certain aspects can save my life. So I am training to be good at there, and not just next month or next year, but tomorrow. So when I come into the gym, I need to be able to keep myself fit and try and improve myself physically without smashing myself so badly, or even worse, injuring myself, so that tomorrow, if I need to, I can't deploy out in the field and do the job I need to do and come back in one piece. So all my training is geared towards that. Hence, you'll never see me lift massive weights, and I will always try and do it in a way that works, both applicable to be out in the field, but also to make sure I'm not making any of my injuries worse. So, safety squat bar. Other thing I want to show you is this over here. This is another bar I use sometimes for pushing exercises like bench press, just to change the grip angle. But most of the time these days, it gets used in this configuration. So back here, I've got what's called a landmine. So I've got a 25 kilogram plate. This just drops into the centre of the plate and it's hinged there. And that means you can pivot a bar on it. And then on the far side of this, I've got, this is an ATX Power grappler handle. I can put links up to the site in the details of this video. I got this through Gym Revolutions, which again, in the UK, they supply this kit in the UK, and I'll put a link up with that as well. But basically all it is sort of spinning handles, and it means I can do exercises and compensate for my imperfect biomechanics. So things like that become much safer for me, or indeed doing things like even just, you know, going really heavy on shoulder press. I find it much safer, and even things like deadlifts. I find deadlifts much easier with this equipment than I would do normally, because as I say, the priority is to make sure I'm fit, and that means both physically but injury free tomorrow, not about how much weight I'm lifting in the gym today, or if I'm doing it sort of away from what will be the perfect scenario. So, another few things just to mention in the gym. We've got rack of dumbbells here, I've got loads of kettlebells there. I've got a couple of, these are selector dumbbells. I don't tend to use these in the gym, and what they are is just basically dumbbells that you can make lighter or heavier by selecting different colours. But what they are handy for is if I'm away, you know, travelling just in the van or in a car, I can take those with me. It means that in a hotel room or out in the fields when well camping, I've got weights there with enough variation to still do weight circuits as well as bodyweight circuits. So they're quite handy when I'm travelling. Dumbbells, plates, kettlebells, as I say. The plyo box, I need to get a second one of these. I've only got one at the moment, and it's kind of the shelf at the moment for my laptop, which is normally used to produce all the tunes you might hear in the videos, because I've got Wi-Fi in here. And also this. This is an attachment for the bench. Now, a lot of people don't like these. A lot of people you'll hear say that this is a bad exercise to do, especially for someone like myself with knee injuries, because the leg extension, and this is all I really use it for, which is that, is an open chain exercise, i.e. my feet aren't on anything, the soles of my feet aren't on anything, they're open to the air, as opposed to a squat, which is a closed chain exercise, where my feet are closed to the ground. And a lot of people say that these sort of exercises will put more stress on your kneecaps. which is true. However, I find they help, and I find ease my problems, especially if I'm just working the sort of top part of movement. I can build strength in my quads, which I need to do, especially my right one, because my right quad is much smaller than my left, because it's the worse, the more injured leg, and especially the VMO. The VMO is the sort of internal part of your quad muscles. The bottom line is that everybody's body is different, and you can learn things about how your body functions, what works best for you by experimentation. So the bottom line is, some people will say this is not a great exercise for someone with bad knees. I do it, and it doesn't hurt my knees as much as other exercises, and it helps my knees, and therefore I keep doing it. I'm very much a practical and anecdotal kind of trainer. Then we've got, final few bits is a dip bar, which just slots on to the frame, at whatever height you need, to bang out some dips. One of the most used pieces of equipment in the gym is my skipping rope. Certainly for warm-ups and for circuits, I use the speed rope all the time. The rope, the bars, the weights, the dumbbell, the kettlebells all came from Woolworths and Fitness, and again I put a tag on that. I don't get paid or sponsored by any of these companies, it's just where I've bought the kit if you want to look them up. And then finally, we've got this little corner, which is I've got a 2-year-old and a 4-year-old, so sometimes if I need to look after them and I need to train, they can come in here, we'll set this all up, we've got a ball pit and a little sort of tunnels and all that stuff they can play on that. Although most of the time actually want to play on the gym rings and the ropes, so that's pretty good. And then in this corner, we've got the beanbag, which is my office. Now I am making an office upstairs. All the hard drives for editing and doing photo and film editing. But sometimes I'm just going to answer a few emails. I can just sit here, bang them out, and then then go for a swing. So I'm more encouraged to kind of keep moving between the sort of laptop work. And the blank wall here, there, and on the ceiling. This half of the gym. One day, when I get some more money in the bank, I'm going to convert to a bouldering wall. So hopefully this year, and I'll make a video about this as I do it, this half of the gym will become a bouldering wall, and we'll have some crash mats on the deck to me when I inevitably ping off the roof, I don't injure myself as badly. So that is the gym that you'll see on Instagram, that you'll see in the future videos. If you have any questions, then stick them in the comments or DM me on Instagram, and I will endeavour to answer them. Cheers guys.